was wrong to sit out the fight against Dominus Gaul. The Iron Lords would not have left enough survivors to allow the Cabal to rally. This isn't the Zavala I know. He was a fighter, a survivor. The city has made him soft.
He's a politician first and a soldier second. This is a war. One wonders if it should be led by warriors.
I misjudged you, Osiris.
How so?
When I heard of your exile from the city all those centuries ago, I assumed you a madman and a fanatic, a heretic at best.
Am I not those things?
You are. But had the city not cast you out, we may not be in the position we are now.
Perhaps I was wrong, too.
About?
You. You are a man of great potential and clear thought. In times like these, we need that.
And there's more where that came from!
I don't think they can hear you. Try yelling louder. Look, I get it. I do. But Zavala survived.
Do you have any idea what had happened if we lost him? They might as well cut our throats. That man is the glue holding us together.
You're close?
He's family. Like Cora, too, and Cade. I miss him something fierce.
Cade 6. Wish I could have met him. Some of the stories I've heard.
Yeah. His killer got what was coming to him.
Does that make it easier?
Not really.
I'm sorry.
Hey, you wanna get a drink or something when we get back?
In the city? I've always wanted to try that.
You ain't never had a drink in the city before? Oh, Crow, buddy. Buckle up.
I can't believe how close the Cabal got to Zavala.
Never underestimate the enemy.
Or the Vanguard. Makes you think about how few of us actually stand between humanity and...
Evil.
The Cabal are just trying to survive. Same as us.
For centuries, I've watched humanity edge closer to extinction, while new lights quibble over morals and semantics. If the Vanguard wants a lasting peace, they should finish the Cabal. For good.
Good job, Guardian. Scared him off again.
The Cabal keep returning to Europa at this rate. Odds are they'll make contact with the darkness sooner rather than later.
Last time we were here, you didn't think the Cabal would find anything. What gives?
My concern is not the Cabal finding the darkness, but the darkness finding the Cabal.
Well, nothing we can do but keep hammering away at them, I guess. They'll get sick of coming here soon enough.
Can you see it as clearly as I can, Lord Saladin?
I do not have time for your riddles.
No riddle.
Then out with it.
The Cabal understand the fear of mortality. It is all they have ever known. When you see them here, pawing at the scraps of the Golden Age in search of eternity, that fear is crystallized. I am left to wonder. What new fear could we lever against the weight of the Cabal Empire? What does Keitel dread losing most? And how could we turn that fear against her?
Can't believe the Cabal would want to go looking for the birthplace of the Exo just to treat it like a salvage yard.
To the Cabal, Exos are just another enemy. Or worse, a resource to plunder. The Elixni saw it the same way once. Some still do. People can justify almost anything if it makes things simpler.
Why are you like this? One minute you're mouthing off and throwing shade. The next you're talking like you've been sitting in a cave reading philosophy all your life.
Well, there's not much else to do out in the reef. Very boring.
All right, now I know you're screwing with me.
A little. The Cabal certainly have it out for the Hive. It's almost a shame we can't team up.
Their mutual hostility may work to our advantage, but don't forget who we're fighting for. Hive, Cabal, Fallen. All of them are threats to the Traveler and the people it protects.
The Elixni I know don't care much about the Traveler. Keitel doesn't seem to either. Zivu Arath, on the other hand. That's a grudge the Cabal will cling to till the end of time. And you know what they say? The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Friends are friends, and enemies are enemies. That's war.
So Crow and I were talking last time we ran this operation, and got me thinking about how hard the Cabal are fighting and what for. Maybe if we took a look at things from their perspective, we might, I don't know, see it differently.
You know what Thrall are.
I'm no child. I know what Thrall are.
To the Hive, a Thrall is a child. Quick to physically mature. But still little more than a toddler taking its first steps. These Thrall scream, seek, kill, devour. To grow, advance, and change.
The hell's this got to do with anything?
You do not hesitate to destroy Thrall.
Of course not. They're monsters.
Yes. Monsters should be put down. Do not let Keitel fool you with honeyed words that the Cabal are any different. The Cabal are so consumed by vengeance, they would risk antagonizing both the Hive and our Vanguard.
Smells like desperation. Perhaps Keitel will cut a deal after all. One that's more to Zavala's liking.
Desperate creatures cannot be trusted.
You may not trust the Cabal to make peace, but I trust the Hive to kill us all if we don't.
You are familiar with this prediction engine, are you not?
I have studied them extensively. They are not all that different from Vex simulations, but there is nuance.
Could we use one of these to feed false information to the Cabal? Hijack an accepted broadcast transmission, feed their commanders bad tactical data, then use it against them.
Clever, but flawed. The data from a prediction engine is useless noise without psychic capabilities.
I do not see that as an impasse. We capture Scions, hook them up to a prediction engine, and coerce them to perform the tasks through whatever means are necessary.
You may need a warlock for an endeavor like that. There is magic deep enough to erode even the most adamant of wills. But I do not believe the commander would sanction those methods.
Well, you gotta hand it to them. The Cabal sure get creative when it comes to warfare.
You think? All they're doing is retrofitting Vex technology.
Well, sure. If it's there, they might as well use it. Gotta be resourceful when you've been turned out of house and home. That goes double for when the Hive God of War is the one turning you out.
Is that a note of compassion I hear in your voice, Holiday?
No, not one bit. How dare you?
My apologies.
I respect their hustle. That's all.
Have you heard about the attempt on Zavala's life, perpetrated by one of these Scions?
Yeah, I heard. I can't bear to think on it. After Cade, if Zavala had...
How many more have to die before we take these threats seriously?
What do you think we're doing out here? I got serious bullet holes up and down my ship.
And yet we let them regroup. We should take the fight to the Cabal, instead of waiting for them to come to us.
Guardians guard, they're not invaders.
Perhaps it's time that changed.